Hello, good morning students. Today we are discussing the new chapter, that is electrochemistry. Chapter number 3, that is electrochemistry. Electrochemistry. Electrochemistry means it is a phenomena of conversion of electrical energy into chemical energy or chemical energy into electrical energy, called as electrochemistry. So electrochemistry means the electric energy converted into chemical energy or chemical energy converted into electrical energy. This phenomena we called as electrochemistry. Right, students? So electrochemistry is studied in three different forms. Electrochemistry are studied in the three different form. First one, electrochemical cell. Second one, electrolytic cell. Third one, conduction of cell. So in this three aspect we will discuss in this chapter. So let's move on the first topic, electrochemical cell. So it is a process of conversion of chemical energy into electrical energy, called as electrochemical cell. It is a process of conversion of chemical energy into electrical energy, called as electrochemical cell. So in this process, students, in this electrochemical cell, we are converting electrical energy. We have to generate the electrical energy with the help of chemicals. By using some chemicals, we are generate the electrical energy, called as electrochemical cell. So process of conversion chemical energy to chemical energy. Some chemical reaction. The one where mix the chemicals with the help of the chemical energy, we are generating the electrical energy. That is electrochemical cell. Now let's see, students. So first what we have to do? First we have to take the 1 molar. The concentration of solution is 1 molar. 1 molar concentration of zinc sulfate solution in this beaker. In this beaker I am using the 1 molar zinc sulfate solution. So it means 1 molar means the molecular mass of zinc sulfate in which we are adding the 1 liter of water. Molecular mass of zinc sulfate salt in which we are adding 1 liter of water, that is called as 1 molar solution. So this solution is electrically neutral. Electrically neutral because number of zinc ions equal to number of sulfate ions. Simply just example. For example purpose, understanding purpose, I am using here 100 zinc ion equal to 100 sulfate ion. So when zinc electrodes, this is zinc sulfate, zinc electrode which contain number of zinc atoms. This is a zinc electrode in which the number of zinc atoms are present. Number of zinc atoms are present. When zinc electrode are dipped into zinc sulfate solution. Zinc electrodes dipped into zinc sulfate solution. So then what happens, students? So in this solution, 100 number of zinc ions are present, 100 number of sulfate ions are present in this solution. So zinc ion and sulfate ions, there is electrically neutral. There is no show, they cannot show any kind of attraction and repulsion. They are move randomly in the solutions. Right. So it means the entropy of the zinc ion and sulfate ion is higher in this solution as compared to the entropy of the zinc atom over the electrode. When we dip the zinc electrode over the zinc into the zinc solution, then what happens, students? These zinc atoms, they want the improve their entropy. Zinc atom want to do increase their entropy, like whatever the 100 number of zinc ions are present in the solution. So that's why zinc atom jump into the solution as a zinc ion by leaving behind 2 electrons. By leaving behind 2 electrons over the electrodes. Then how many zinc ions are exist here? 101. Earlier we are having the 100 zinc. Now we got the 1 zinc atom enter into solution, means that is 101 zinc. right? So when sulfate ion is 100, sulfate remains 100 sulfate ion. Alright students. So similarly, again second zinc atom enter into the solution as a zinc ion by leaving behind 2 electrons over the electrodes. Then again the zinc ions are increased in the solution as a 102 and sulfate remains 100. The students, okay, it means the electrode in which increasing number of electrons are increased, so that's why it considered as a negative electrodes. The electrode in which depositing the electrons, that's why it developed the negative charge, because the electrons are deposited here. The students, electrons are deposited. Next, third zinc atom or want to enter into solution, but the number of positive ions are increased in the solution. How many? 1 or 2 zinc ions are present here. 1 or 2 zinc ions are present in the solution. When this zinc atom jump into the solution as a zinc ion, these zinc ions are repulsed by the 1 or 2 zinc ions. So that's why it cannot be enter into solutions. Right. One case. Another case, the negative charge develop over the electrodes. Negative charge develop over the electrode when this zinc atom, negative charge develop over the electrode when these zinc atoms are enter into solution as a zinc ion. So these zinc ions are attracted by the negative charge. It means this third zinc atom's attraction force occurred by the electrode negative charge and repulsion. These zinc atoms facing repulsion from solution 1 or 2 zinc ions. So attraction, repulsion both are present here. So reaction becomes stop. Here. Right students? Reaction becomes stop here. Understood students? Okay. When zinc atoms are enter into solution, the zinc electrodes are lost its mass. When 2 zinc atoms are released from this compound, so it is lost its mass. Students, lost its mass. Whenever the number of zinc atom enter into solution means the zinc atom enter into solution as a zinc ion means it lost its mass. Mass goes on decreases there. Right students? This is the first zinc electrode half cell. This is we call as a zinc electrode half cell. Right students? So zinc atom enter into solution as a zinc ion. It means the zinc atom undergoes oxidation reactions are take place here. So zinc electrode dipped into the zinc sulfate solution. Zinc ions from the zinc electrode enter into solution by leaving behind 2 electrons over the zinc electrode. Electrodes. Therefore, negative charge develop over the electrodes. And positive charge increases in the solution. The number of positive and number of zinc ions increase in solution, so positive charge increase in the solution. So this is we called zinc atom turns into zinc ion. So it is we called as the oxidation reactions. Oxidation reaction. Right students? This is the zinc half cell. This is we call students zinc half cell. Let's see the another one, copper half cell. Second one, we are using 1 molar copper sulfate solution. It means molar mass of the copper in which we are adding the molar mass of copper sulfate. Molar mass of copper sulfate in which we are adding 1 liter of water. So that is we call as a 1 molar solution. That is concentration. So example I am using here 100 number of copper ion, 100 number of sulfate ion. So electrically neutral it is. Right. So in this copper sulfate solution, in which we are dip the copper electrodes. We are dip the copper electrodes. Right. Okay, students. Whenever you compare the copper and copper electrode, when you compare the copper atoms over the electrode and copper ions, what are the number of copper ions are present here, students? Copper ions. When you compare the reduction of the copper atom and reduction of the copper ion, when you compare, copper ion reduction is higher than the copper atom. Copper more easily accept copper ion, more easily accept electron as compared to the copper atom, right? So that's why what happens, students, when zinc electrodes are dipped into zinc sulfate solution, copper electrode dipped into copper sulfate solution, then, students, the solution contain copper ion as well as the sulfate ion, SO4, students, SO4 ions. So then what happens, students? Copper ions are accepting electron from the copper atom. Copper ions accepting electron from the copper atoms. It means electrode in which whatever the copper atoms are present, copper atoms are lose electron to the copper ions from the solution. Copper atom which lose or donate electron to copper ions from the solution, and copper ions accept electron from the copper atom because the copper ion reduction potential is higher than the copper atom, right? So copper ion accept electron from the copper atom and one copper enter into, so consider here 100 copper ions and 100 sulfate ion, SO4 minus 2. When one copper one copper deposited over the electrode, jump over the electrode and accept 2 electrons. After accepting 2 electrons, is it deposited as a copper atom on the electrodes. So it means the 1 coppers are decreased here, minus 1, 99 are left and 100 sulfate ions are left, right? Similarly, second copper ions again accept 2 electrons, again jump over the electrode, accept 2 electrons from the copper electrodes, it again deposited to form copper atom. This reaction like this, students, the copper ions accept 2 electrons to form copper atom. Copper ions U plus 2 accept 2 electrons, that is copper atom, like this. In this type of reaction occurs here. So again one more copper ion decrease here. So it means, students, how many left here? 98 copper ions are left in the solution. 98, right? So how many ions are left here? 98 copper ions are left. In the solution 98 copper ions are left and 100 sulfate ions are left here. 100 sulfate ions. So again electrically imbalance the solution. Again third copper atom, this third copper ions from the solution are want to accept this electron and jump over the electrode, but 100 sulfate ions, negative charge is higher here. This high number of negative charge, again this high number of negative charge sulfate ion, pull the third copper ions towards itself. These are pull the third copper ions towards itself. It cannot allow for reductions. Sulfate ions are attract the third copper ions from the solution and cannot allow them it for reductions. Cannot allow over the electrodes. Understood? This is the attraction force. Next, if copper atom lose electrons to the copper ions, it means the copper atom loss electron lose electron to copper ion, so it's develop positive charge. it develop positive charge. Understood, students? So third copper, so positive charge over the electrode. Third copper are enter into over the electrode, but copper is positive charge, electrode also positive charge. Positive charge repel, so that's why it cannot enter over the electrodes. So reaction becomes stop here. Right, students? So reaction becomes stop here. Right, students? Reactions are stop. So after this, what happens, students? We have to use. So here the mass increases. Here mass of the copper atom increases. Mass of the zinc atoms are decreased. So this reactions are occurs. The copper ions are accept electrons to form copper atom, the solid deposited here. Copper ions from the solution, that is aqueous, accept electron over the electrodes to form copper atoms. So this reaction is stop here, and this reaction also stop. For neutralizing this purpose, we are connecting the wire between the zinc half cell and copper half cell. This is copper half cell, students. This is zinc half cell. Both are we are connected through a wire, any wires, right? Let's see. So this is the zinc electrode or the zinc sulfate solution, and copper electrodes on the 1 molar copper sulfate solution. Right, students? So tell me, students, here. Okay, students, we are connecting both the element, both the half cell, zinc half cell and copper half cell. We are connected because both reactions are stop here. The both zinc half cell and copper half cell, we are connected through this wire. Then what happens, students? So in zinc electrode, number of electrons are increases. Copper electrode, number of electrons are decreases. Right. In zinc sulfate solution, zinc ions are increases. Copper sulfate solution, sulfate ions are increases. Copper ions are decreases. So then what happens, students? For neutralizing purpose, we are connecting wire. When we are connecting wires, the electrons are transferred from this end to this end. Electrons are transferred. Electrons are transferred. Whatever the excess of electrons are deposited, all the electrons are get transferred towards copper. When it transfer, it become neutral. It become neutral. After this neutral. So students, what happened after that? The again zinc atom neutral. What are the electrons are there? The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. All the electrons are transferred here, copper, and coppers in which are depositing the electrons. All the electrons are comes over here. So again, next one more zinc atoms are enter into the solution as a zinc ion. Already it is 102. Again one more increases 103, right? And again one more increases by leaving behind 2 electrons. Again one more zinc atom enter into solution as a zinc ion by leaving behind 2 electrons. And these electrons are deposited, again transfer here. Then one electrons are moved. Then one more copper ions are accept this one. Again it deposited as a copper atom. Again one more copper ions are accept electrons and deposited here. When simultaneously number of zinc ions are increases here, again it becomes 104. Earlier it is 102. Now it becomes 104. Earlier here the 98. Earlier the copper ions, here the 98. The 98 here again 2 ions are removed. Now it becomes 96. Right, students? Again the sulfate ion remains 100 here. Sulfate ions remains 100. Copper ions 97th, 96 copper ions are removed. Earlier 98. Now 2 more copper ions are enter over the deposited over the electrode. Now 92 minus 6, 2 copper ions are leave. 92 minus 2, that is 92 minus 2, that is 96. 96 electrons are 96 copper ions are left, and 100 sulfate ions are left here. So again it is electrical and neutrals. So electrical and neutral means electrical and neutrals. Next these zinc ions are enter into the solution as a zinc ion, but the sulfate in which the 104 zinc ions are existed here, 104 zinc ions, these 104 zinc ions are repel the zinc atom. 104 zinc ions are repel the one more the fifth zinc atom. It repels the fifth zinc atom which enter into the solution as a zinc ion, because here it develop the negative charge, right? Negative charge, and these electrons are transferred, want to transfer here, but the sulfate from which repulsion forces existed here, the copper ions are enter or deposited, want to deposit over the electrode, but the 100 sulfate ions attract the 96th copper ions, 96th copper ion towards itself. Negative 100 copper ions are 100, sorry, sulfate ions are 100, copper ions are 96. So 96th copper ion are attracted, pulled by the 100 sulfate ions. So copper ions are cannot be deposited over the electrodes. Again reaction becomes stop here. That is reverse electrostatic potential. Again develop here reverse electrostatic potential after connecting wire. Students, we want to continue improve this reaction till dissolve all the copper metal atom. Then what we have to do, students? So again mass decreases here, two copper ions are decreased, again masses are decreased, again mass here increases. So here again reaction becomes stop here. The reaction stop, no more zinc atom enter into solution, no more copper deposit over the electrode. The reaction becomes stop here. Right, students? So then to neutralizing this number of zinc atom, number of sulfate and copper in this solution, what we had to do? We had to introduce the salt bridge. Salt bridge. What is the function of salt bridge? The salt bridge is a chemical substance in a U-shaped tube. Chemical substance like copper sulfate may be present, or the KBr may be present, right, students? Or copper bromide may be present, etc. Copper sulfate, KBr, potassium sulfate, any ionic salt we are using here. When copper sulfates are filled in this solution, in this U-shaped tube, this is we called salt bridge. This salt bridge have a two mouth at the two end. Two end will have a mouth. This mouth is plugged by the cotton. This mouth which is plugged by cotton, right? Because it cannot fall down at the cannot be fell down. That purpose we are plugged with cotton. So this U-shaped tube are introduced into between this solution. The U-shaped tubes are introduced into this solution, right? Like this. U-shaped tube introduced here. We are using copper sulfate. So tell me, students, here how many copper zinc ions are present here? Here the 104 zinc ions are present and 100 sulfate ions, right? And here 96 copper ions and 100 sulfate ions, right, students? So zinc ions, here the number of positive charge is high, negative charge is less. Here number of positive charge is less, number of negative charge is high. So then what happens, students? The positive charge is 104, negative charge is 100 only. So that's why this 104 zinc ions neutralized by the 4 sulfate ion. The 4 sulfate ion enter into the solution here. 4 sulfate ion are entered means the heat becomes again 104. It again becomes 104 sulfate ion, right? Now electrically neutral. And how many copper ions? 96. 4 copper ions are entered into the solution. If 4 copper ions are entered here, if 4 copper ions are entered means again it becomes neutral. Copper, that is 100, sulfate 100, electrically neutral. If it is electrically neutral means Again, the number of zinc atoms are enter into the solution, number of copper deposited over the electrode, the continuously reaction can be occurs. When electrons are flowing from the zinc electrode to cathode electrode, simultaneously currents are flowing anode to currents are flowing from copper to zinc. So here students, the currents are flowing, electrons are flowing, electrons are flowing zinc to copper, and current is flowing copper to zinc, during in which we are utilizing this energy. When the currents are flowing means generate the energy. That energy used as a electric energy to glow the bulb here. The glowing of bulb indicate that the chemical energy, with the help of chemical energy, generate the electrical energy, called as electrochemical cell. Understood friends? This is about the electrochemical cells, right? And in this case, keep in your mind, zinc is the negative charge. Zinc is the negative charge, and it undergoes, it is negative charge, it is called anode, and copper is the positive charge, which is we called as a cathode. Here it is opposite students, because zinc undergoes oxidation reaction take place, those elements undergo oxidation reaction take place, that is we called anode. And anode, the electrons are deposited here, so that's why it is negative charge. And copper, which is donating electron to the copper ions, and here the copper ions reduction take place, so that is cathode. Right students? So let's see students, potential difference developed between the electrode and the electrolytic solution, called as electrode potential. Potential difference means students like this. Potential difference means here this is this or this, any one structure. The zinc cannot enter the concentration. So students, the potential difference, the solution have a solution in which develop नंबर ऑफ पॉजिटिव चार्ज, सॉल्यूशन में पॉजिटिव चार्ज ज्यादा हो रहे हैं और इलेक्ट्रोड के ऊपर नेगेटिव चार्ज ज्यादा हो रहे हैं. कॉपर आयन इस पे यहाँ पर सल्फेट आयन ज्यादा हो रहा है, और द कॉपर नेगेटिव चार्ज ज्यादा और कॉपर पर पॉजिटिव चार्ज. The solution in which a single half cell in which two different charges are developed here, a single half cell in which two different charges are developed, that is we call as the electrode potential. Right students? If electrode potentials are considered as a concentration 1 molar, if the electrode potential, you may consider the concentration is 1 molar, concentration 1 molar at the 298 Kelvin temperature, right? So that is we call as the standard electrode potential. Understood students? Okay. The galvanic cell, half cell in which the oxidation take place, called as anode. The galvanic cell oxidation take place at the called as anode, and negative potential with respect to solution. The other half cell, the reduction take place, called as cathode. It has a positive potential with respect to the solution. The solution students in the galvanic cell, this is we call the galvanic cell students. In this galvanic cell, the oxidation take place at the anode. At the anode in which the zinc atom oxidation reaction take place, zinc turns into zinc ion, that is oxidation. Right students, that is oxidation at the anode side. Already I show you that this is anode. This is anode. And this is cathode. And the other half cell, the reduction take place, called as cathode. Here reduction take place students, and we call as a cathode here. Copper ion turns into copper atom, that is reduction process, cathode. Right students? The potential difference means the two different charges develop in the half cell. The two electrodes shown, the switch on the position, the electron flow negative to positive electrode, electron flow negative to positive electrode, to positive electrode, and direction of current flow opposite electron flow. The direction of current is opposite positive to negative. Right, students? So this is about the galvanic cell. Right. Okay. After this reaction, the potential difference between the two electrode of galvanic cell called as cell potential is measured in volt. Whatever the potential is there, potentials are measured the potential can be measured in volt. Right? Potential measured in volt. What is that potential difference is there? Electrode and the electrodic solution. That potential we are measured in volt. The cell potential difference between the electrode potential called as the electromotive force. Whatever we are measure the potential difference of the electrode and electrodic solution or two different charge in a half cell, that is called electromotive force. Right, students? Representing galvanic cell. Galvanic cells are representation, students. It's very important. Many examples they will mention like this only. Anode product. This is the electrodes, or you may say salt bridge. This is the electrode or salt bridge. Cathode product, comma cathode. In anode, you may write the anode which electrode you are using. Anode product, what the product are here there here. So this is this is the reaction, students. For example, I will show you. There is no space here. Can I show you here? Okay, wait. Okay, students, I will show you. Anode, zinc atom turns into zinc ion by loss 2 electrons. Cathode, copper ions accept 2 electrons to form copper. Right. So this is anode. We are using the zinc electrode. Cathode we are using the copper electrode. Right, students. So this is the product. This is anode product. Anode we are using the zinc electrode. Cathode we are using the copper electrode. So anode product is zinc ion. Cathode product is copper atom. So that's why you have to write here. Anode is zinc. Anode is zinc atom. Anode product is zinc ion. Anode product is zinc ion. This is the two electrodes. What are the two lines I mentioned now? Vertically, they are parallel line. These parallel lines are indicate that the salt bridge are exist between the two. One half cell this is, another half cell this is, between them salt bridge. Cathode, copper, we are using the copper. Cathode product is the copper atom. Right, students? So this is about the galvanic half cell, students. I hope you understood today's topic. So it's so lengthy. So that's why today I have solved only this one topic only. Tomorrow I want to complete the two topics. So if you understood, just send me a message. If you not understood, then again you send me a message. I will solve once again for you. Yes, friends. Thank you.